To conform is the new norm by Dr. Truths, starring the Sneetches. Now the face mask Sneetches had faces with masks when the maskless faced Sneetches won't even ask. Now those masks weren't so big, they were really quite small. You would think such a thing wouldn't matter at all, but because they had masks, all the face mask Sneetches would brag. "We're the best kind of Sneetches on this beach. You're a drag." With their snoots in the air, they would sniff, they would snort. "We'll have nothing to do with the maskless-faced sort." Remember, when you are out walking, you pass a Sneetch of that sort without talking. Keep your snoot in the air and remember to snort. We have no time for the maskless-faced sort. When the face masked children went out to play ball, could a maskless-faced get in the game? Not at all. You could only play if your face had a mask, and the maskless-faced children wouldn't even ask. When the face mask Sneetches had frankfurter roasts, or picnics, or parties, or marshmallow toast, they never invited the maskless-faced Sneetches. They left them out cold in the dark of the beaches. They kept them away, never let them come near. That's how they treated them year after year. Then one day, it seems, while the maskless-faced Sneetches were moping and doping along on the beaches, just sitting and wishing their faces had masks, a stranger zipped up with the strangest of tasks. "My friends," he announced in a voice clean and clear, "my name is Sylvester McMonkey McBean, and I've heard your troubles, and I've heard you're unhappy, but I can fix that. I'm gonna fix it up, chappy. I've come here to help you. I have what you need. My prices are low, and I work with great speed. Best of all, my work is 100% guaranteed." Then quickly Sylvester McMonkey McBean put together a very peculiar machine, and he said, "You want masks like the face mask Sneetches? My friends, you can have them for just $3 eaches. Pay me your money and hop right aboard." So they clambered inside, and the big machine roared, and it clunked, and it bonked, and it jerked, and it burped, and it bopped them about, but the thing really worked. When the maskless face Sneetches popped out, they had masked face Sneetches around all about. Then they yelled at the ones who had masks from the start. We're exactly like you. You can't tell us apart. We're just the same now, you snooty old smarties, and now we can go to your frankfurter parties." "Good grief," groaned the ones who had masks at the first. "We're still the best Sneetches, and they are the worst. But now how in the world will we know," they all frowned, "if which kind is what or the other way round?" Then up came McBean with a very sly wink, and he said, "Things are not quite as bad as you think. So you don't know who's who. That's perfectly true. But come, my friends, do you know what I'll do? I'll make you again the best Sneetches on beaches, and all it will cost you is $10 eaches." "Faces with masks are no longer in style," said McBean. "What you need is a trip through the mask-off machine. This wondrous contraption will take off your mask so you won't look like masked Sneetches of Sneetches masked past. And that handy machine is working very precisely. It's removed all the masks from their faces quite nicely." Then with snoots in the air they paraded about, they opened their beaks and they let out a shout. "We know who's who now, there's no doubt. The best kind of Sneetches are the Sneetches without." Then, of course, those with masks got frightfully mad. To be wearing a mask now was frightfully bad. Then, of course, old Sylvester McMonkey McBean invited them into his mask-off machine. Then, of course, from then on, you could probably guess that things got into a horrible mess. All the next day on those wild beaches, the fix-it-up chappie kept fixing up Sneetches. Off again, on again, in again, out again. Through the machine they raced round and about again, changing their masks every minute or two. They kept paying money, they kept running on through, until neither the masked face nor the face mask knew whether this one or that one was this one, or which one was what one, or what one was who. When every last cent of their money was spent, the fix-it-up chappie packed up and he went, and he laughed as he drove in his car up the beach. They'll never learn, no, you can't teach a Sneetch. But McBean was quite wrong. I'm quite happy to say that the Sneetches got really smart on that day. The day they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches, and no kind of Sneetch is the best on the beaches. That day all the Sneetches forgot about masks and whether they had one or not. How about that?